Hey everyone, it's Carole about Windsong. How's it going today? Just hanging here, floating away. Just got back from teaching an amazing class of Shakti dance and had a great conversation with a few students afterward about how your real yes feels like, and what does your no feel like. And what I mean about that is how important it is to really connect within in your body and understand what your no feels like. And that saying no sometimes to others is really saying yes to yourself. And I'm saying that because a lot of people sometimes feel obligation, step over their boundaries, and they feel obligated to saying a yes when it really should have been a no. And then they end up feeling bad about it and not wanting to do the certain things or to hang out with the certain people. And I understand there's obligations and there's also expectations put on you through life. But it's really important to connect with what's really true to yourself. Because if you always put in others first, which us women have a tendency to do, we forget about ourselves. We forget about how what our yes feels like, and what does your yes feel like inside your body, inside your bones. And if you're just saying yes to please people, or you're saying yes to your best and highest purpose. And somebody once told me that if it's not a hell yes, then it's a no. And I thought that was great advice, because you could use that for anything. It's like, do you want to go and have dinner with me next week? Hell yes, I do. Or if you're like, oh, I'm not sure, I really like that person, don't really like that, and then it's a no. You really want to feel inside your body. What does a yes feel like? A yes feels like your heart's expanding, you're a little bit lighter, you're floating on air, you're like, yes, this feels good. You feel a certain expansion of energy. You feel a happiness. And a no feels more like contraction, feels like it's a no. There's a closure. There's something going on there inside your bone, inside your gut. If you really test it out inside your body, there's a great meditation that I'll share with you later that we can put our yes on and put our no on and see how it feels. But I really right now, I just want to talk about and make you aware of when you say yes and you say no in your life. Are you thinking about it, or are you feeling it? And start to really feel your yes and your no, and try not to think about it as much. For me, I really learned to muscle test and to use my body to respond when I was really sick. And my diet became very restricted. And it was difficult because every time I went shopping, I would spend hours to read the fact panel and the ingredients and try to figure out, is this good for me? Is this not? Am I going to get sick? And I was already so sick physically that, it was draining me just to food shop and figure out what I could and could not eat. And I learned to muscle test and to use that to tell me my yes and my no. And the more I use it, the more strong my intuition developed, and the more easy it was to know. And I would just hold the particular ingredient, say, is this food going to be good for me, or am I going to get sick? Yes, no, boom, damn, it's in the cart or it's not in the cart. And I learned to recognize my yes and my no inside my body, how it feels. I learned to start to trust my intuition. I learned to develop that skill. And I really use that in all aspects of my life right now. You get offered a job, you're asked to do a certain collaboration with a person. It could be for anything. And then before saying yes or no, really touch in, really ask yourself, your deepest self, how does that feel? Do I want to say yes because I'm thinking about it and I'm thinking it's going to do this and this and that? Are you analyzing? Or do I want to say yes because my heart feels so freaking elevated and open and it really feels good? So if it's a hell yes, keep going. And right now I just felt like a hell yes, I need to do a video on this and start discussing this. So let's talk more about this, and I'll share later another meditation you can do to help you. But let me know how you just make your decision. You know, do you connect within to do your yes or no, or do you spend hours analyzing what if this and what if that, or do you just trust your intuition and start to connect and see how that feels? So I'm leaving you, and I'm going to go enjoy a little bit of that beautiful spring weather that we're having. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.